Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 7.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week, and that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Brown on second down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now here's Falk. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Giants at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Falk. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 19-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On play action, here's Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Fault. They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll bring him down at at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6. There to get him. Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Dillon will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air once more. Williams. Allen's got it, complete. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
To the air, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Williams. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. And the Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Williams throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. From the gun, here's Williams. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with... On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So thanks to the... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Give him another one right back to Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on. Him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Dillon. And some room to roam now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Falk. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third and 5. Back to throw. Falk. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Falk buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The play fake, now Falk. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 3rd down, Falk. Complete. It's Johnson. And he he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Falk. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Falk. And this complete to Mitchell. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
49, guys.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
We got this.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Got his man, Dell. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd and 2. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Through the middle of the field. DJ Moore. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.